big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
After the sack on first down, Bridgewater, incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
25 yards that time. Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. Now Murray off play action. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Touchdown, Cardinals! DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devon Kennard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray, and that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing is Murray on third down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Throwing on first down is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
To throw on third down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Devon Kennard able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Bridgewater to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater steps up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devon Kennard. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Double dog. That's the way. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch.
First down, Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go and force everything either.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And again, it's Bridgewater. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Murray now on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Murray now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check, Mike, 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Let's get some penetration. Hey, switch gears, switch.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On fourth down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Devon Kennard. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first down, Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run with Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on third down, Murray forced out to his left. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown this one. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
From the 25 on second down, Murray, open man is Kirk, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals capitalize on the fumble as they turn it into 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and then they take it downfield and punch it in on you. That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Peterson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 63 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Bridgewater. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Panthers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Peterson. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. And I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 67 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
First down throw for Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And now here's another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw it. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Cardinals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it'll be their first loss of the season. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.